And we continue our coverage of Superstorm Sandy and its effects here on the mountains. News 13's Victoria Dunkel is live in Madison County, where snow has been falling overnight. And Victoria, how are those roads looking right now?
Well, right now they're looking very wet, and in some places they could be very slippery. It just depends on what the wind is doing, really, because that's what's going to drop the temperatures. If we take a look at some video that Adam and I shot out here earlier, Adam was out there checking what the roads were doing for me while I was making calls, and here's what the traffic looked like a little bit. We're seeing a little more vehicles coming along. The roads you can see are wet, little bit of coverage in some places. What's falling right now has kind of become more of a light snow. Earlier it was this rain-snow mix, and it's kind of lightened up a little bit, so when the wind catches it, it does blow around, which could impact visual abilities as you're driving. Trouble spots, higher elevations, the usual places in Haywood County, Soco, Fines Creek area. DOT crews say they're really watching those spots for us and working those to make sure they stay nice and clear. They're also keeping a close eye on I-26 from the 9-mile marker on into the state line in Tennessee. That's where state troopers say they're seeing a lot of coverage of snow. About 3 inches is what they were reporting a little while ago. We're going to keep checking. I'm going to work the phones again between now and the next time that I see you and let you know how things are going. But do keep in mind, if you are heading out and you see that the roads are wet, be cautious, because if you come across a spot that's, getting a lot of wind action and so on, it could freeze over pretty easily. So take it easy out there. Reporting live in Marcel, Victoria Dunkel, News 13.
And now we begin our live team coverage of how Superstorm Sandy is affecting us right here in the mountains.
News 13's Victoria Dunkel joined us now live this morning from Madison County, where the road conditions are worsening and schools are closed. Victoria, you've been there all morning long. How's it changing?
The big thing that's changing is we're seeing that it went from being a relatively not too windy morning. We're getting wind gusts now that are starting to really pick things up. The rain has made the powdery snow stick to the ground a little bit more, but as you can see right here, this is the kind of stuff that will pack real easily. So if you're coming across a road that hasn't been cleared and that gets packed down, it's going to be real slippery very quickly. And that's the big concern as we're watching here. But the one thing that we have been noticing is the roads right now, for the most part, as you can see this truck that's just driving down here, these are really wet. No super slick spots here, but as you get to the higher elevations and as you get closer to the Tennessee state line, they are seeing more snow accumulation. Also wanted to let you know that overnight things were really quiet for the most part. People really took the advice to stay put, get inside and stay warm. But I was checking, and there was one situation where a tree came down in Mitchell County near the Grassy Creek area, and it went onto a house. Fortunately, no one was injured in that, but that seems to be the worst of what has happened. Still lots of trees coming down. Power outages are a problem. Duke has several thousand customers without power here in western North Carolina and the Upstate. Progress, a few hundred, and again, crews are out there working, doing their best to try to get that fixed for folks who are now some in their second day without power. We'll be checking this situation for you live throughout the morning, so stay with News 13. Reporting live in Mars Hill, Victoria Dunkel, News 13.